Well, I'm not sure. Is he on this red?
47.
To the right middle, he's not. So you can play the one to the left middle, but it's not the one he played for. He's missed it. So it's a misjudgment. It's a positional misjudgment. He played for the other red, was left himself with the more difficult one, and the break ends at 47. He'll be really annoyed with that.
What?
Oh dear. Well, he's not gone in off, but the cue ball is rested in the jaws, so immediately
7.
the break has gone wrong. That was a tough one, but his previous shot losing position the way he had. So not really making much of a dent into the Mark Selby lead. Chance here to the yellow pocket. Red stays out. But he was nicely in Selby on 47, lost ideal position, missed that red to the left middle. And it just shows you just a slight misjudgment can make a big difference in a frame of snooker, because the balls are basically lying lovely for him to go on and win the frame, but just that slight misjudgment, and frame now back in the balance again. Well, they just can't get in right now. They're both going for pots and then just not going in.
1.
Where, yes, well, eventually someone was going to pot something, and it's Mark Selby who's already well in front in the frame. So can he close it out? He's 40 in front.
Four. 5. 10.
Still needs a couple of reds here.
11 as well.
Lovely cannon, and that should be end of frame, you'd feel.
80. 90. 26. 27.
So it went wrong initially for Selby on 47, but Hawkins was unable to gain much of a foothold in this first frame. And Selby has already done more than enough to take the lead here. Well, it's another day, another group for these two. And Mark Selby's made the better start. He leads Barry Hawkins by 1 frame to 0. And of course you can forget about the fact that he broke down initially on 47 because it doesn't matter now. Another returning player from Group 3 is Stuart Bingham, and he has made a century, first poke next tour on table 1 against Ryan Day. Yeah, Bingham played well. He lost his first 2 matches in Group 3, but responded well and lost a high-quality semi-final to Judd Trump. He in fact tied the high break for the group with Mark Selby, 1-4-3. So they shared the £500 prize that is available for the highest break in each group. And he's going to set the early target here, I guess, if he can clear the table. Ali Carter made a 1-2-6, but Bingham can make a 1-3-9 here.
Second frame, Barry Hawkins to break.
It's the Hawk, Barry Hawkins, to get us underway in frame 2. He's trailing Mark Selby 1-0. Selby looking sharp already. Another good long red from the world number 1 flying in here. First shot of the frame. And he's on bolt colours.
5. Seven. 8. 50. 60.
'That last shot just developed a couple more reds.
23. 24. 30. 32.
'Rob Spencer, the referee, just got to get this pink into position. It won't go on any spot. It's got to go in a line with the spots close to its own spot. And this was the sort of position where he broke down in the last frame. He'll be determined not to let that happen again, although he's going to have to disturb more red soon. He's only got a couple more loose ones to go at. Remember, all Barry Hawkins has done in this second frame is break off so far. Looking to get into them here. Well, the issue here is that the white has come to stick on the side cushion, which makes this next shot more difficult. Looking, I think, at a plant here, 3-ball plant. He obviously feels they're set, and he's right.
47.
Well, that helped. So what a great chance now for Selby to win this second frame and lead 2-0.
$51. 52. 59. 60.
60.
65. 66.
So snooker's required. Pink makes it 4 needed. Yeah, long red, first shot of the frame. And Selby emphatically going 2-0. All Hawkins did was break off.
That's 72.
Well, he just lost position. Trying to cut this red in the middle. It's not far away. Don't think Hawkins will play on.
Mark Selby 72 on the frame.
Yeah, stays in his seat. 72 enough for Mark Selby. A quick kill in the second frame. Needed a couple of chances in the first, but just one in the second. His very first shot knocked in a long red. 72 the break. He leads Barry Hawkins 2-0. What a great start for the world number 1. And in the end, nothing Hawkins could have done about that. He just got one shot, the break off. Now Stuart Bingham made that century in the first frame, and here he is in the second. On the break of 64, it looks like 8 reds, 8 blacks. But he's missed that red, so no maximum, and he's not won the frame yet. He's playing Ryan Day, who's coming in this group, making his first appearance this year. Lost his first match day, 3-1 to Ali Carter.
Third frame. Mark Selby to break.
So Selby on the rampage here, leading 2-0, looking to wrap this up now. It's his turn to break in frame 3. Can Hawkins respond in kind? Well, this time Selby's broken off. It's Hawkins who's knocked in a long red, and he is on this brown, so he only got one shot in the last frame, but can he now produce the sort of form that Selby did against him? He's going to have to, I think, the way Selby's started this match. And he's certainly capable of it. He made 3 centuries against Selby in the last group in 2 different matches.
6. In line. $12. $90. $20.
There's no doubt Hawkins has the class to produce a sort of break and sort of start that Selby did, but of course, the problem he's got 2-0 down is if he slips up at all, then the danger is he leaves Selby in to win the
26.
match. So, got to really focus here.
Jesus. 27.
Barry Hawkins, world number 7 at the start of 2019. He's had such a consistent few years. Always seems to come good at the World Championship, where he's been an ever-present. So it seems in the one table setup there, semi-finals plus a final in 2013.
34. 35. 42. 43.
'It's not worked out as planned.
50.
It's got to 50, but looks like end of break.
Barry Hawkins 50.
He's got a good lead, but there's not a single safe red on the table. So if Selby gets in, he's got a chance to win frame and match. Well, Selby's left a chance at this red. Hawkins already 50 in front, just needs to get on a colour off this, and it should be, you would think, 2-1.
Well, five. 6.
Well, he didn't win it in one visit, but bottom line is Selby's not potted a ball in the frame, so Hawkins has been dominant in it. Been a very high quality match this, quick match so far. Very attacking snooker played. And have a high quality.
$12.
This pink will put Hawkins 69 points in front with 67 on the table. So battle joined. And the
Nice.
break-off shot is becoming an important one in this match, because in the last frame Hawkins broke off, left a long red on. Selby made
20.
72. In this frame, Selby broke off, left a long red on. Hawkins made 50, and is now and again. Obviously, it'd be Barry Hawkins' turn to break off again in frame 4. Conscious of not leaving anything on.
26. 27. 33. 34. 40. 41.
'Not actually had much table time in the match, so
47.
instead of just bashing them about, he's just trying to pot as many balls as he can here.
48.
Second half century of the frame for Hawkins coming up.
54. 56. 59. 63.
'This is the old school way of doing it. No thoughts of just, you know, getting on with the next frame. He wants to clear the table. It's the professional approach. Every ball reminding your opponent, I've won this frame, not you. You sit and watch. Well, the break has ended on 68 after the initial 50. And Hawkins dominates frame 3, gets himself on the scoreboard. Selby leads 2-1. Yeah, 50 and 68 is two solid contributions. Mark Selby's highest break 72 in the second frame. But high quality match this, and they're not hanging around either. Ryan Day won that second frame against Bingham. So Bingham we saw miss on 64. Ryan Day's won that one. Bingham is 16-0 in front in frame 3. This is the fourth of 7 groups. We've already got 3 top quality players into the winners group, which will be played in Barnsley in March. We've got Neil Robertson, Jack Lazowski, and of course Judd Trump last night beat Hawkins 3-0 in the Group 3 final. So Trump also waiting in that winners group. Four more places to be filled. The first of those will be tomorrow tomorrow night in the Group 4 final. So Hawkins dominated frame 3. This is frame 4. He's trying to force a deciding frame finish to this match. Now the break-off shot, as we've seen last 2 frames, has been really important. Mustn't leave a red on. Well, it looks better. Well, big mistake from Selby. Not like him to leave Hawkins in like this.
Six. Seven. Twelve. Thirty. Eighteen. 90. $24. 25. 30. 31.
That's okay. He's on the blue to, I guess, the corner here. Red's opening nicely. Black free. So this is developing into a good chance for Hawkins. Ah, but he's missed the blue. So how costly will that be? Because he's let Selby in. That was a big shot for Hawkins. And he's got to go back to his seat and hope he gets another chance in this match. He only leads by 31.
Oh. Eight. No, thanks, man. Oh. 60. 70. 24. 25. 32. 33. 40. 41.
Now then, he needs to develop the reds here, and he's looking at the pink to the middle to do that. Well, that could be the winning shot. They all pot now. Really well played from Selby. So that missed blue from
47.
Barry Hawkins to the yellow pocket. He's starting to look like his last shot in this match. Selby's played well. Didn't get much of a look in frame 3, but first 2 was very strong. And again here, looking good to close it out now. Make a winning start to this 4th group of Championship League Snooker.
55. 56. Nice one. 63. 64. 70. 72.
Well, not quite enough run for a century, but an impressive finish nonetheless from
74.
Selby, his highest break of the match. He's going to win in the match. Mistakes were very low on both sides, as I say, from Hawkins. Just that one miss on the blue in this frame to this yellow pocket has cost him.
79.
Selby happy to win, but I think he'll be delighted with his performance. It's a very strong start to the group from him. He's back on just under an hour's time on this table against Luca Purcell. Hawkins follows against
Selby.
Stuart Bingham.
79.
So the break ends at
Right.
79, and it's Mark Selby who's beaten Barry Hawkins 3-1. He played really well in that match.